Hi everyone, this is Abel in Vegas and I'm coming to you today with a contest response for MP Fox. He gave out 20 different scenarios for predictions for the 2019 baseball season. So I'm going to try my best to give you my predictions, and forgive me if you see me looking down. That's just because that's where I have the information. So the first question he asked is, how many innings will Clayton Kershaw pitch this year? So as you know, he's already starting on the disabled list, or at least injured. I don't know if they actually did put him on the disabled list, but he got injured during spring training, so he's not even pitching yet. So I'm going to predict that he's going to pitch 148 2/3 of an inning in 2019. Question number 2. The San Diego Padres, will they have a plus or minus wins from last year to this year? So I forgot to look up their actual number from last year, but I'm going to go on this number because a whole bunch of newscasters were using this number, that his WAR is a 6. So I'm going to say that the Padres are going to win 6 more games than last year. There you go. So the Philadelphia Phillies was question number 3. Will they have a plus or minus number of wins? I'm going to say they're going to go +7 from last year. Again, I don't have their totals in front of me, but I'm going to say +7. Question number 4. True or false? Will the Tampa Bay Rays win 90 or more games? I'm going to say true, and you'll find out why in a minute. Question number 5. Who's going to have more wins, the Yankees or the Mets? I think this is going to be a very lopsided answer to many of the questions, or whoever answers this question. So I'm going to go with the other side. I'm going to say the Mets. Number 6. So from 6 to 11, we want to give you who I think is going to win each division. So we're going to start with the AL East. I think the Red Sox have been on a very high climb over the last couple of years. Granted, they have a very great team, but it's very possible that the curve has to go down at some point. So I'm not going to give you the Boston Red Sox on my answer. I think the Yankees are pretty decent, but they're also not my answer. I actually think that the AL East, the Rays are going to win the division. And I'm not saying that just because I know your son, Mateo, is a Rays fan. I actually do think the Rays have a chance of winning that division. The next is the AL Central. I think this is a race between the Twins and the Indians, but I just think there's a window. I call it the Francisco Lindor window. So here I'm going to go with the Indians to win the AL Central. Then we go out west to the AL West. And here I'm going to say the Mariners win the AL West. Yep, the Mariners. Alright, now let's go back east to the NL East. This is a tough one because the NL East has, I think, 3 good teams. Obviously the Phillies have an awesome lineup now that they've added Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto, and they have Rhys Hoskins. So you could also say that the Nationals, even though they lost Bryce Harper, Victor Robles, Juan Soto, but I'm going to stick with the Braves. I just think the Braves have a very good team right now. So let's stick with the Braves. Next, for the NL Central, I think the Cubs are going to be healthy this year, and I think that the Cubs are going to win the NL Central. And for the NL West, I think the San Francisco... let me take that back. That's just going to sound so awful. The Dodgers, yeah. The Dodgers are going to win the NL West. Yeah, I couldn't say the other word. I just couldn't. All right. Question number 12. Nelson Cruz, plus or minus 25 homers. I say he's going to stay healthy and he's going to go over 25. Question 13. The American League home run leader for the full season. I think this player is going to come back He's going to have a great season. He's going to be healthy. So my vote for the AL home run leader is going to be Miguel Cabrera. 14. Who's going to be the first manager to be fired? I think it's really tough. I really didn't have enough time to research this question to see which managers were within a contract year that you could say they might get fired for a team that might not be doing very well this year. But I'm going to say the Royals. I don't know. But anyway. 15. Albert Pujols. He's going to play plus or minus 100 games. He's a DH, so I'm going to go over 100. Just have to. Question 16. Number of homers for Aaron Judge. All right. Okay. Let's go with 53. I don't know. That's just a guesstimate. 17. Who gets to 250 wins first? Bartolo Colon or CC Sabathia? I'm going to go with Colon. I like Colon. And he's still pitching. Question 18. Bryce Harper is going to end the season with what batting average? I'm going to say he's going to be, for the season, I'm going to go with the low number, 278. Question 19. Who's going to be the team with the most losses? I have to go with Derek Jeter's team and the Florida Marlins. I think they're going to tank, so they could get some good draft picks, and that way they can build using young talent. That is a thing, right? The Astros did it. And number 20. Give me the two teams that are going to be in the World Series. For the American League, I'm going to give you the Indians. They've been close. Maybe this is the year that they do it. And on the National League, for the third straight year in a row, the Dodgers make it to the World Series. And let's hope that in the third year, they don't lose at home. They don't lose on the road, but they win a World Series and we have a parade. Because that's what we want as a Dodger fan, is rings and a parade. So there you go. That is my contest response for my 2019 predictions for MP Fox and Friends. Thanks you guys, and have a great 2019 baseball season.